So with meetings coming back to in person, as well as the need for, virtual still existing, we invested in this little guy called the Meeting Owl, which you can't actually see him because he's the camera that's controlling our experience here in the room. But he sits right in the middle of the conference room. He has a 360-degree panoramic camera at the top. And so that's why you can see at the very top of our screen, the whole room. And then there's microphones all around the Meeting Owl. And what the Meeting Owl does is it picks up who's talking. As long as you're talking for about 5 seconds or longer, then it'll pick up who's talking and the camera will just automatically focus in on that person. And it just plugs right into your laptop. And then here we have the laptop also connected to our big smart screen on the wall. So John and I here in the room can see all of you on the screen, and then the Meeting Owl allows you all to see and hear us pretty well. And then I can control it actually from any smartphone, connects via Bluetooth to the Meeting Owl. And so with this, I can take control, like if I don't want it to show, so now it's just showing me. And now if I want to go and just show John.
That's a better picture.
I can just show John. But I also can zoom. So I can zoom in closer with this. And when we have a presentation going, I've done that already where I've zoomed in on the presenter. Oops, I can't get back to me. Maybe over there. Oh, there I am. Sorry. Going to give you guys all, get you all motion sick.
Really getting dizzy.
Yeah.
How much is that?
So the Meeting Owl comes in different levels.
Yeah.
We got the mid-grade one because of the range of the microphones. So the quality of the microphones will affect how expensive it is. This one that we got, the microphones have something, I think it's like a 12 or a 15-foot range. So it should be able to pick up 12 to 15 feet away from the Meeting Owl, which I thought was important for our size conference room. So it's super easy to set up. Like I said, it plugged right into our laptop. Then we connect the laptop to the big screen here. And then, but it gives you controls. And then if I just go back to auto, let it do its own thing. Then if John starts talking, it should split the screen and show both of us. So John, just start talking for a minute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I am, ready to talk.
See, it just automatically split the screen and just found him. So our government affairs meeting we had, I think it was a week ago, or I guess just a week ago, or maybe 2. But we had 13 people here in the conference room and something like 12 or 13 people on the Zoom. And they all said they could hear us really well. It was a good interaction between the virtual folks and the the people here in the room. So, I think this is here to stay in terms of.
It's certainly non-intrusive. You don't even notice it.
Yeah, I think it's here to stay in terms of the these blended meetings. But and each time we do a meeting, we learn a little bit. Like as I'm looking at this, I think I should turn off those lights behind me, maybe.
Yep.
If that works.
Yeah.
The solar tubes are still on, but we tweak it each time and we kind of learn how to make it, to maximize it, to be most efficient. But I think it's a pretty good tool, and so far it's been received really well.
What are the mechanics in terms of connecting it with Zoom?
Just because you just connect the Meeting Owl to your laptop, then you just connect to Zoom via your laptop like you would if you were just Zooming yourself. So super easy.
My only suggestion is I would zoom in on both you and John Sanders.
Yeah, if I take control, like if let's say John was given the presentation, and so I knew that, then I would zoom in.
Yeah.
More, but I can only focus on one of us at a time. Oops, wrong way. And that happened last week in a
That's
meeting.
better. That's a whole lot better.
Yeah. Last week we had a Ready Carlsbad meeting, and the gentleman who was presenting was here in the room. And so I zoomed in on him so that it was better for you guys to see. But when it's more like if the presenter is on Zoom, is virtual, then it's better to just go back to the normal, because then everybody can participate and ask questions and do dialogue like this. You know, overall, versus having a bunch of individual cameras in a room, we're pretty happy with it.
Yep.
And Brett, does the sound go through the owl, or is that independently through your laptop or?
Yeah, it's coming through the owl. So the little thing that's
it sounds good.
Middle,
it doesn't sound any different than a standard Zoom meeting.
That's good, because John and I are hearing it come out of that little device in the middle, and then it's picking up whatever we're saying and sending it to you guys. And so that's good that you guys are hearing it like it's normal.
Yeah.
So Brett, how do you see us? Do you have a big screen or?
Yeah. We have it's a 75-inch, flat screen monitor that we installed here in the conference room. And so when John didn't have us spotlighted and it was just normal, then whichever one of you was talking, took over the screen in speaker view, kind of like you have probably on your laptop or your monitor at your office there. So when one of you is speaking, it's nice because you're just like big, we can see you really well. Right now he's got us spotlighted so I can see what you're seeing, but if we stop doing that, then we can see you easily.
It's also got a panorama strip.
Yeah.
It has the whole room on it.
And that can be turned off too. I'm sorry, I should have showed you that. The panoramic strip is not mandatory. I mean, most people like it, but it can be turned off, and then it's just us. And I can also, well, again, this is when you zoom in, but I can, where's John? There's John. I think I can tilt there's a little bit of controls on tilt.
Yeah. I noticed that it was happening, the tilt was happening automatically. Sometime I was watching John and John's camera was kind of slowly going down. How's that possible?
Yeah, so because it's always trying to pick up who's talking and what's happening. And so like right now it's lost John for a moment, but if he were to talk, it'll get him again.
Don't worry, I'll talk again.
Oh, okay. So it kind of centers that person. That's very cool.
You have to talk, John, for 5 seconds.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm not sure I've got that much to say. So Chuck, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
So I forgot whether I asked this question at the last meeting, but you know who was the first person to download files from the cloud?
Must have been Moses with his tablets.
You're right. Moses. And not only that, he stored the information on the tablet.
That's great. So I'm going to unspotlight you, Brett.
Sure.
Let's bring up any other tech news anybody has. And I'm going to end with obviously the Carlsbad People and Purpose Impact podcast.